I just released a deluxe album, so if you're gay, autistic, trans, or just really emo, then you should check it out. I've got a music video, I've got some merch, and I have a Patreon too. And I have a Discord too if you want to make friends, because I know you have none. Okay, get it out. Everybody get it out with me. Are you feeling alone?
You are not alone.
Like you're not normal?
And the answer is yes.
Like the whole world is against you, because it kind of is right now? Join me. I'm not on tour right now, and usually we do a scream of rage to let out your rage. So, thank you very much. Hello, underachievers. Today, we're going to be having a wonderful time. We're going to be having a positive time. We're going to be having a great day. Because why is that? Well, because Mr. Fince, over the last few months, has been compiling every single positive LGBT, transgender, lesbian... Actually, I don't know if there's any lesbian in this. Transgender, bisexual, asexual, don't know if that's in this either, but I've compiled a lovely amount of real positive videos regarding the LGBT community, because right now, I don't need to explain it to you, everything sucks right now. But luckily, on my Instagram, I have lots of saved folders. One of them is about a transphobic kid rapper that I haven't come to make a video about because I just feel so weird about it. But I also have a folder called Positive Ones, and I feel like we could do with a little bit of blissful joy. Oh, no. Oh, no. No terror or pet, no. We're going to be having a blissful time. Here's a fun question. Question of the day. When is it okay to do sexism?
I mean, let me ask the audience.
If there's one thing that I've learned about sexism and gender, is that sometimes it's funny to be sexist, but only if it's trans-affirming. And so this video that I found is one that I think we can all learn from.
You don't respect trans women because you're transphobic. I don't respect them because they're women. Trans inclusive radical misogyny. There's a better way to hate.
And there is a better way to hate. I will say that I am lying right now.
He's telling the truth.
The most validation I've ever got from being a man, number one, is when like strangers on Twitter had like this whole tweet thread about how they did find me attractive even though I was trans, and then got upset that I didn't like that. The truly most validating moment I've ever had is when people started telling me that I smelled different and bad. And I think that sexism, misandry in that case, misandry is always good. What am I saying? Yes, there is nothing like making a trans woman feel validated for being a woman than being sexist towards her. I also like TIRM for term instead of turf, but there's also that, the fart. Have you seen the fart one? Some people have started saying instead of turf, they started calling them farts, which stands for feminism appropriating ridiculous transphobe. And I think that's beautiful, but yeah, you should be sexist to trans women every now and then, just as a treat. Next video. New land, and it's waiting for me. That should not have been in the folder. Drop a comment, like, and subscribe. Next up we have Bob, the drag queen.
Why don't drag queens ever read to the sick, elderly, or homeless? Why is it always children?
This little fact might blow your mind, but for the most part, the sick, the elderly, and the homeless, they can read.
I love Bob the drag queen.
I love Bob the drag queen. I love the gotcha. Is this reacted to transphobia? No, it's not, because I'm reacting to someone reacting to transphobia. I actually don't know if my brain is working.
Checking in.
Good job, Bob.
I don't know if it's because I did my estrogen shot today, or the slick back ponytail, or having my forehead exposed, because like messy bangs covering up your forehead is like a trans girl staple. But I feel very cis woman right now. Like, oh, look at me. I need to go put in a tampon, or, you know.
I know this is gonna piss them off. There's this like video going around on Twitter of like a trans woman pretending to have period cramps. I don't know if it's a joke. Well, I assume it's, I don't know. It's making people very, 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 very angry, and I think that's kind of the best part of life, is just pissing off the right people. But I didn't know that messy bangs was a trans woman staple.
What is the trans guy equivalent?
The trans guy equivalent of needing to put in a tampon is...
No, like as in... Not the trans guy equivalent of when you just feel so cis.
I think it's, you know, in cricket, when boys play cricket, they have those little cricket boxes. Every now and then I'm feeling really good about myself, and I think, ooh, I gotta protect my balls. Gotta put them in a big plastic container in case any cricket ball comes hurling towards them. What's the trans guy equivalent haircut? Short back and sides. I guess it's a mullet now, or like a shaggy wolf cut.
A couple months ago, I got a hysterectomy, and surgery went well, except for one thing, which is that I did wake up at the beginning of surgery.
That is like fucking nightmare fuel. The most scary thing. Also, like, did you know that gingers need more anesthesia? Because genetically they're just predisposed to just being able to put up with. They got a big tolerance. I don't know how they are with alcohol, but with anesthesia, you need to give the ginger double. Imagine if you go in and you have like bleached hair, but you're naturally a ginger, and they're just like, we'll just give you the normal amount, and then you wake up.
Yes.
That would be...
Ultimately, no harm, no foul. I don't remember it. They knocked me right back out. All it did was delay it a little bit. But it does make me the first trans person that they couldn't do transgender surgery on right away because of woke.
I like that trans people are actually funny and people think they aren't. God, this is what I mean. We need like less Ricky Gervais making trans jokes and more trans people making trans jokes that are actually funny. Next up.
I have something controversial to say, and I'm saying it. She's my witness. Why did we normalize pronouns? And not in like changing your pronouns. I'm talking about like asking people what their preferred pronouns was. You just looked at me and told me you don't know what I am.
Is it a controversial? I guess maybe it is. I don't know when it became a thing to like ask people their pronouns in like a public setting. Like I've seen like, you know, the whole like pronoun circle thing. There's been a few times where I've been asked my pronouns, and I hate it every single time. I do get offended and upset and start throwing things. No, I don't. But I just like, look, it's so bait when like people will look at you directly and be like, pronouns. You know they didn't ask anybody else, but this is real.
So I have a message for homophobic people. You guys, Jesus is so mad at you. He's so mad at you guys. Basically he was just asking me, he was like, how are my gays? And I was like, oh, they're good, but it's really sad that like people, like some people don't fuck with them. He was like, they need to get that figured out. And he said that like literally they're like gay people are low-key my favorite, like no offense. And I was like, no, it's like they're my favorite too.
I've seen like religious people say that the reason that God made gay people is to stop overpopulation. That's a really cool theory there. I feel like setting gay people because they're fun makes more sense biblically, because God did say love each other, and gay people are full of love. The penis is like a side effect of having too much love. Sometimes it like recycles. You know how if you have too much testosterone, it converts to estrogen, that kind of thing. Catching is Jesus does in fact say slay as well.
What's he been saying to you?
Jesus, Big J. Not much recently. Yeah, he's been kind of burnt out at the moment. He's got a lot going on. But last time I saw him, he did like he said he liked my new haircut.
You can Google this. Science has known since the 1970s that every single human embryo ever begins as a female embryo, which technically means that every dude in this fucking room is trans. You're so trans if you didn't have that beard on your face, I'd it.
I love that. I love aggressive allyship. I was about to say allyism. I think everybody, just for like the general good of the world, should get like chromosome testing. I would love to know Ben Shapiro's chromosomes. Have you seen his hips? I just think like the amount of like dudes that may have little funky chromosomes here and there, might be XXY, XYX, XXXY. Maybe that would make them reconsider their gender, and then they would transition.
A funky chromosome.
What's wrong with having a funky chromosome? I respect it.
Gay men are body over face, but straight women are face over body.
Hold on. Okay, wait, I need to...
Gay men are body over face.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I was literally watching an Anthony Porowski interview, and he was like, yeah, I never became so self-conscious until I started dating a guy. Because I was like, oh no, now I have a comparison. Whereas when he was with a girl, it was like, oh, you look beautiful, and I look beautiful. Gay men do give more of a shit about body than face. I'm way more face over body. What does that make me?
Straight women are face over body.
A straight woman. Wow. Beautiful.
Bi men are face over body for girls, but body over face for men.
I was like, wait, that makes me bi. Yeah. Yeah.
Straight men are body over face, except when it's wifey, then it's face over body. And for bi girls, no one knows with them. They're always confusing.
Yeah. I feel like I shouldn't agree with this, but he says this is based off 30 polls he's done on Instagram. I do find that interesting. I think it is objectively correct, and I won't be needing any sources, so just get over it.
Yeah, look, so I'm androgynous and also bisexual, so I swing both ways, but I'm also neither gender. I'm so willing to understand you as an individual that I want to take narcotics while I consume your media. Yeah, I don't feel like one of the bros, but at the same time, like, I'm not a chick, I'm just kind of like doing my own thing, you know? Look, I don't know what you're saying. All I know is that cell phones caused this.
It is a bit weird. It's something I realized after the whole, like, oh, I'm scared my dad's not gonna accept me for being trans. Even after he tells me about meeting Quentin Crisp as a young child and how cool it was that he was, like, a gay pioneer and that, like, he loves David Bowie and, like, drag queens and he dressed up as Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror. Past the point that I got that, I was like, holy sh**. I guess we didn't have the language, like, non-binary. Maybe they did, but I don't think David Bowie was going around saying I'm non-binary. He was definitely going around saying I'm bi. But, like, the amount of people that were just okay with, like, male singers, male pop stars, just like not dressing up in drag, but just like kind of cross-dressing, like wearing women's clothing. That was fine then, but I feel like it is a bit weird that boomers have completely forgot the fact that like they loved Prince. More like Princess, because he looked like a lady. But no, it's real, I like that.
His non-binary tea is valid.
It's non-binary tea.
It's a new business! He loves it. Looks like.
Oh, dude, this is so cute. I love when parents like aren't weird about their kids being a little funky. Not funky, that's so rude. He's not funky because he wants to wear a dress. I just mean like gender funky, like he's a little bit different. No, that sounds mean about this 3-year-old boy. No,
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's a young transgender. He just likes wearing dresses and that's okay. I think that's beautiful. And how cute his little brother was and he's like, he likes it, I think. Like, he doesn't give a shit. He just don't give a shit. I guess I don't really have an equivalent because I was always just wearing Spider-Man costumes and like I wanted to be Action Man, but it's not the same when you're a little girl that wants to wear boy stuff.
Transgender means that your gender identity does not align with the phenotypic representation of your sex.
So it doesn't mean transition.
Nope.
The best thing that you can do as an ally for trans people is just be normal. Like, just be normal. Pretend that other people are crazy for thinking their crazy thoughts, because they are.
You want it crazy, well, you got it now.
But they're used to their crazy thoughts being validated. I hope that if you are feeling any sorts of terror or panic or rage at the beginning of this video, that's now changed to passion. Skip right past despair into amused. But that's the end of the video. Have a good day on out. See you later, losers. Goodbye.
I've started recording.
Oh my god, I haven't done this in so long. Whereas TikTok, I'm gonna start that again. I didn't know where I was going. So today, anyway.
That was great.
Thanks. I need affirmations to film my own videos.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
The trans quiet.
Well, so far this is not terrible. We got like a minute at least worth of content so far. So you're doing amazing.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy about. I don't know when it became like a normal thing to normalize I'm so sorry. I love that he's. Why am I apologizing? Oh, the internal conflict that's always going on inside my head. How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it?